Friday. Just like that, it's Friday. Welcome everybody to Friday. Hopefully you've all had an incredible week. Welcome to Live at 5, where we are conducting free social media audits, even at 5 o'clock on a Friday evening. What better way to end a week than to dive into social media and make sure that we've got it all set up right. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Katrina from Butterfly Media, and we are building legacy brands that outlive their founders. We spend a lot of time on social media, and we also spend a lot of time in the whole digital landscape, actually. So, here we are. So much has happened over the last couple of years when it comes to the digital space. And we are all about using the power of the internet to help build legacy brands. So what is a legacy brand? All right, if we think about things like Ferrari, McDonald's, Louis Vuitton, just trying to think what some of the other ones are right now. There's, brands that have been around forever, and there's a reason that they're here, and that is that they made a promise to the market and they keep it, and then they keep showing up and they keep staying relevant. What we're interested in doing is working with people that want to be around for their future generations, want to leave something that is worth leaving to the future, and want to create some real impact. So that's what we're doing here, and we can do it, believe it or not, with the power of the internet and power of social media. So that's what we're all up to here. It's going to be a fairly quick one tonight. I am going to audit. I've been lucky enough to be given an Instagram account to take a look at. So if any of you guys are using Instagram, let me know how you're going. It is the visual candy. Sort of came out, trying to think now, someone's going to correct me, 2014, I want to say, or maybe slightly earlier. Well, that could have been when Facebook bought it. But it came out, like, Facebook was around in 2002. I think it was 2010, and then Facebook bought it in about 2014. And what happened with it was it became the visual candy. Photographers took it over and turned it into their moving business card, if you like. It was a perfect platform for them to showcase their work, and that's how it just got to be so pretty, right? It's such a pretty platform. But there are a lot of pros and cons for Instagram. A lot of people enjoy it because it's a softer landing than some of the other platforms. You can be a little bit more vulnerable over there, a little bit more softer, a little bit more, that's what I'm looking for, a little bit more, not so much emotional in a bad way, but you can share emotion a lot more over there. It goes through its flavors of the moment, like everything. A lot of the big brands at the moment are testing a lot of their work on TikTok and then sending it across to Instagram. A lot of the influencers, say pre-2020, have got like a solid footing with Instagram now, but it's still a very viable platform depending on what you're selling. So it does very well for product-based businesses because you can just showcase, your products so beautifully over there. But from a professional services point of view, which is where we sit, you can do a lot of great work with Instagram. So what we might do is just share a screen, take a look at Carmen's account, and a sec. That one. Let's see how this works. Let's move that out of the way so I can see what's going on. It's all about the share. When you share things, the whole window. That's not what I wanted to happen. Sorry, team. I was trying to avoid that. Window. That's what I wanted to happen. Why is that so small? Okay, we're here and we are on Carmen's Instagram account. So there's a lot going on here, which is fantastic. Always need these babies. So as I say, Instagram is the visual candy. So it's all about sharing images that are striking and that starts to be a little bit cohesive as we run through the feed. So Carmen, thank you so much for allowing me to come and check out your amazing account. What we're looking at is a crystal dreaming, Reiki, astrology, tarot, and NLP intuitive soul coach. That's what Carmen is sharing that she does here. First things we want to look at is our logo or our headshot. And I would highly recommend, if Carmen, it is you that's doing all of the work and people are going to be working with you. When it comes to Reiki and astrology and tarot, it's very, very personal and very service-based. So people will want to connect with you more so than the logo. They will definitely need to see you, to feel whether, there's this intuitiveness from them to connect with you. So I would highly recommend a headshot a beautiful headshot of you so that we can connect with you personally. That's the first thing I would suggest here. The logos are great. They're good to have in other places, but when it comes to social media and growing this space, I would suggest that. Otherwise, you're going to need a personal brand somewhere so that people can connect to you, so that they can feel you, right? And they will feel you online. So a beautiful headshot here would be fantastic. I would then also bring down, so this is your URL or your name on the internet. And you can see that it's also over here in your URL. So whenever we hit the @ symbol and tag you, that's your address on Instagram is what I was trying to say. So that's what your username is all about. What you could do is leave that there. And instead, where you've got the dark words here, this is actually SEO on Instagram. So what we tend to do is put in the things that people are searching for in this space here so that when they are searching for them, your name will come up. So if we look in here at people like healing as a search term, anybody that's got healing, she'll have it over here. Healing, he's got it here, but it's more picking it up from here. I would have you could have anything here. I would probably put a lot of that in here. I cannot remember how many characters you've got here to pop in here, but you'll be able to play with it a little bit and find out. If we come into tarot, see how it's coming up here in the search. So they've got, if I click on this account, they've actually got it in their name. They must have changed it out. Just give me one sec. So, yeah. So it's down here, Reiki Master. She'll have Reiki down here. So yeah, if you want to pop in just here, Carmen, instead of your name, definitely pop your name down here, because again, when it comes to professional services, you definitely want to have your name somewhere so that when people DM you, they're like, hey, Carmen, and it's just it just lands much better. It's very soft landing. So I would suggest perhaps bringing up some of this Reiki, astrology, tarot in the search here. And because they are quite, there's 3 things here, you would actually come up quite a bit. So I would pop that here. And then when we come down into the bio, there's 150 characters down here. A bio with a bit of a system, right, where we call out who we're working for, what we do, so we call out you're literally healing for everyone or healing for humans is something that I would write there. And then I would lean into crystal dreaming, Reiki, astrology. So it's who you're working for, what you do, with an offer, how to get in contact with you, like the call to action, and then a link, or at least a location and a link. So who you are, who you work for, what you do, with a link and a call to action to drop down in here. So this is how you would set up the bio. It's super important so that when I come here, I can work out whether you're for me or not. So Butterfly Media is one as an example. So you'll see here in the bio, so building legacy brands for professional services, turning followers to clients, digital marketing and nurture to close, free social media audit, register here. This part comes up because I've got it in the background, but this is the link that I want people to click. So it's giving a direction to come down and, taking our eye down to where I want people to go. And it's just talking into what we do here. So that's what we're looking for in your bio. So a strong understanding of, where did you go? 1 second, let me get you back up. Yep. So we just want a strong understanding of what you do, who you do it for, why you, what the offer is, and how to get it is basically what we want in here. That would be fantastic. And it just flows down and you can drop it down and use emojis just to break it up a little bit. So far I'd put a beautiful headshot here. I would put some of these words in the search part here where it's dark. So this is the SEO. And then I would create the bio of, who you're working with, what you do, what your offer is, how to get it, and a link with a call to action on it, just sitting in here in 150 characters. After that, down here where you've got your highlights, it'd probably be a really cool idea just to put a gorgeous cover on these, and you can make these in Canva really easy, and you upload them the same way that you would when you go into your highlight. There's an area there for you to upload a cover, and you could then start to brand this out with these gorgeous colors, or you could use this logo on every single photo here, and it would just start to brand you out. These are great here that you've got them, and you've also got them titled so that I can come in here and see your workshops or see some testimonials, which are fantastic. It's exactly what you want to have here. It's just showing your work in action. It'd just be really cool if you had this logo as a cover image throughout this whole thing, and it would just start to really bring it in and make it cohesive. So if you did that, that would be awesome. And then coming down here, what we tend to do is have 3 posts at the top here pinned. The first one here is about you. All about you. So it's an introduction post on who you are, your founder's story, how you got involved in this, and how to work with you. There's always a call to action on the bottom of it. The next one is literally how to work with you. So it would be the services that you offer. It could be a carousel, and when you click into it, you'd be talking about it here. And then a carousel as we slide through the different services that you offer. So it could be Reiki on one, Tarot on one, NLP, intuitive coach on another, all the way through until the last tile is how to do business with you. So book me here, DM in here, call to action on how to get involved. That would be here. And then here we normally have a case study or a story, something that's backing up what we say we can do. And they're always great just to have sitting here. So I normally say, have you heard what they say? And then again, you can come in here and it'll be a swipe, could be 1 or 2 carousels, just sharing testimonial and you just talking down here about the testimonial itself. And that sits at the top. They're pinned there the whole time, and it means that every time I come onto your account, I'll see your beautiful face and I'll be able to connect. I will understand what you're doing in here because the bio will tell me. I will see your logo here and it'll start to create a cohesive sort of image in my mind. And I then can click on here and take a look at your work sites or your testimonials, or workshops, or your testimonials. Grab one of these and pop it down here, because then as I slide down, I'll have an about you here, the about the services, and a testimonial to back it up. And that's a beautiful, powerful top part of Instagram as a business page to show people what you do. So that is how I would set this up. I just might follow you now while we're here. So that's how I would set that up, and have, beautiful headshot of you here, a Canva tile that's saying how to work with me, and then people can click in, and then a beautiful testimonial here. And then you're off and running. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you've got any questions. Yell out, team, if you would like to learn a little bit more about Instagram and how it works. If you would like to learn how to brand yourself and have 3 months worth of content and know that you're set up, I'm running a workshop at the first week of December. It's a 4-hour workshop, and it's all about setting up Instagram, setting up Facebook, setting up all of your accounts, branding yourself in Canva. So getting a brand kit sorted, understanding color, font duos and what that means in the market, tiny bit of color theory so that you understand why McDonald's has red and yellow as part of its logo. Red makes you hungry, yellow makes you happy. You're gonna go there, right? It's those sorts of color theory in our branding that we start to look at. So branding isn't logos, it's all about messaging and color. So we're going to cover that, and then we're also going to take a look at how to get 3 months worth of content down very quickly so that you're off and running. So if you'd like to get involved in that, DM me or drop a comment below. If you'd like to have your account audited, where all good links are kept, make sure that you click on that. And that's about it for this week. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful weekend. I will see you all Monday live at 5 again. If you would like your account audited, let me know, and we can either have you on, or we'll do what we've just done now and taking a look at